We should be live again. Everything should be live again. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. All right. Look at that. It took a minute and a half before somebody actually popped in here. So, what are we doing today? We are crossing Illinois right now. We're going to be going through Indiana, go around Indianapolis. When we're in the Indianapolis area, we're stopping at we're going to stop for fuel here in a few miles, but we're going to stop at another truck stop over in Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis. And we're going to meet up with one of the viewers named Moved On. Moving On is the name of the viewer on YouTube. Have a little bit of lunch, and then continue on down around Cincinnati, and then down into Hebron, Kentucky, because we deliver in Hebron, Kentucky tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And then I don't know where I'm going yet from there. Just depends on where the money's going. Trying to get to the YouTube stream and can't find it. Hang on a second. There you go. It should be up. It shows there's 7 people hiding around in there. Nobody's actually talking yet, but they're there. See, I think I'm really being shadow banned on YouTube. I really do. 18 more miles, huh? And we get to I-57 here in about 18 miles. Affecting our nation. Thank goodness for Twitch. I get the notices. YouTube's aren't working. Yeah, well, that's kind of odd. Nobody seems to be getting the notifications when I go live anymore. Oh, all right. All right. So that's the Karen. I got you. I think I signed up for the right stuff on the website, but I'm not sure. Just kind of, I'll have to go back and look at it again. So I got a couple of little excerpts from like a miniature version of the magazine in my email, but I'm not sure. I didn't receive anything else other than that after I'd signed up on everything. So I'm not sure if I signed up in the right spot. Yes, please. That would be great. Let me know if I'm signed up in any of the right places. As a matter of fact, text really quick. I know you've got my number. Send me a text really quick. Full name. That way you can find me a little easier because I'm not sure if you actually have my real full name. You know, which side? You know, when I have YouTube side goes down, the Twitch stays up. And the Twitch always stays up. The only thing you have to do is just keep hitting the refresh button until it's back live again. As opposed to, you know, if my YouTube goes down, then you've got to go and you got to wait and hope that you get a notification that I've gone live again. And if you don't get that notification, then you got to go searching for it. The way Twitch has it set up, it's always on one IP. That IP is permanent for you, you know. So even if I didn't go live, for a week straight and then suddenly went live again, that same Twitch address will just suddenly go live. It's not having to create a whole new address for every single time I go live. Hopefully I wasn't out of the screen too long, so it doesn't drop the YouTube side. Oh yeah, everybody loves the technology, but sometimes it seems like most people can barely even function on their phones, let alone actually look at how things really work. Like you take me for instance. I'm sitting here live streaming, but there are so many things that have to do with the live streaming aspect that I don't know because I haven't taken the time to really research it. You know, using or different things I could be doing to improve quality of it, and I just haven't really looked into the technology side on that yet, because the majority of my focus has been on just driving my truck, getting the load just to survive right now. You know, I got a lot of owner-operator friends out here in the business that have already had to park their trucks and walk away. You know, and I count myself lucky that I'm still out here being able to move. You know, our heads are just barely above water right now, and like I said, most of my friends have already parked their trucks, and it's because their heads were not above water. And I think mainly that has a lot to do with the fact that they had brand new trucks that they were still making payments on. I don't have a brand new truck. I'm not making any payments on it. I own it lock, stock, and barrel. It's paid for. It's been paid for a long time now. Hey, Flutterby, how are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oreo Express just went live, and he's bragging about his $50 cigars. Yep. Give me a minute to get around this vehicle here, and then I'll look at it. Hey, Hugh Stevenson, how are you? That's right. The payments are what kills people today. You know, if that's one thing my grandfather and my dad always taught me when I was growing up. It's one thing to be making payments on a vehicle, but it's another to be going out and buying that vehicle if you don't have the money to buy it outright in the first place. You know, don't buy something. It's okay to get financing on something, but make sure that you have the money to go and buy that thing outright first before you just go and buy it on a payment plan. So if the vehicle costs $140,000, make sure you got $140,000. Then you go and buy it and have it put on payments and everything so that it makes your credit look better. But if you don't already have the, bother trying to buy it. And too many things going on today. Most of the people in this country, they'll have barely a penny to their name, and they'll go out and they'll buy that $140,000 vehicle on a payment plan. And next thing you know, things go a little south, and they don't have quite the money coming in that they need to make that payment. There's a problem, you know. So what I do is I'll set up a different account. If I've got $140,000 and I want to go out and I buy a $140,000 vehicle, I will take that $140,000 and I'll put it in a separate account. That way, that money is sitting there solely for that vehicle. And I go and I buy the vehicle, I get it on the payments, and the money that comes out to pay that payment comes out of that $140,000 that's in that separate account. So no matter what happens, if my income starts getting less over time or whatever, I've still got that payment secured. Common sense ain't so common anymore, yeah? Your daughter probably got that from, what's his name? Sounds like your daughter got that from Tom McDonald, the rap artist that's on YouTube. All right, we are about to get on 57. I'm just wondering why it wants me to get on to 57 North. Okay.
Take exit 182B on the right to I-57 North.
Oh my God. Well, Hugh, I can tell you that when this truck was brand new, it sold for $140,000. Now, if I were to go and buy the same truck that would be brand new today, it's closer to 180,000, almost 200,000, maybe 220,000, depending on some of the features. These semi trucks are not cheap.
2 miles. Take exit 237B on the right to I-74 East.
Okay, so we're just getting on 57 long enough to cross over to 74. I get it.
In 1.75 miles, take exit 237A on the right to I-74 East.
Thank you. Moving on. When I stop to get fuel here in a little bit, I'll double check and go through the email and get your number there. All right. Temperature's 78 degrees right now. That's not bad. See, if I could live in a 70 to 80 degree temperature all day, every day, all year long, that'd be perfect. But there's no way to make sure you're at 70 to 80 degrees every day of the year. There's no place in the world that has that. Not unless you stay inside your house and never leave. All right, 27 more miles. 27 more miles to a town called Oakwood, where I'm going to stop and get some fuel at. Because I'm already down in the red zone. Hello, Eric and Doris. Oh, and Mom of One Boy. It's nice to see some people finally getting in here. Go ahead and hit the like and hit the like button. Share the video out everywhere you can, because YouTube is not putting the notifications out. Yep, they're shadow banning us again. Yeah, how much is it? How much did that $379 cost you? How much was it? Because I'll bet you its sticker price today is right around 200,000. JTV is now hosting me, whoever that is. That's nice. They're on the Twitch side. Well, Mom of One Boy, you've got, if you know who JTV is, and you've got a way to contact them, you've got my email address. Go ahead and give it to them. Tell them to tell them to, get in touch with me, because I'd like to find out more about them, and maybe give them more information about me and what I'm out here for, and tell them I appreciate them rebroadcasting me. The more we rebroadcast each other, the more the word spreads. There we go. Finally. No more construction for a little bit. Yay. And I don't think he's rebroadcasting me right now, because I'm only showing one person in the Twitch side, and that, if you're over on the Twitch side right now, that would be you, because you're the only person there. Because I can see one person in Twitch and 17 in YouTube. And that's mostly because nobody's getting the notifications. The notifications are not going out. Wow, the Faith Church has a bunch of pink school buses. Yeah, I wonder if they've actually got me on there being rebroadcasted. Well, now I'm showing 2 people in Twitch, so maybe they do. But I know you should have my email address there, Mom of One. Go ahead and give it to them. Tell them, get in touch with me. Good conversation about, what they do, what I do, place is. And forgive the little shadow spots all over in front of the camera. There have been a lot of bugs this morning. It's one of the reasons that I'm stopping to get fuel here in a minute. I'm going to get fuel. I'm also going to clean the windshield off, get them bugs off. .5 miles to another construction zone. Ay, ay, ay. How much more construction do I have to go through? I am on Getter. I am on Truth Social. I do have a Twitter, but I hardly use it. I do not have a Facebook. I'm not even allowed to have a Facebook. They don't want me on there. Yeah. That's kind of like this truck here. This truck I bought super cheap because it was already basically falling apart, and I fixed it up, got it running, got it out here. I've been fixing it ever since I bought it, and it was running when I bought it. I started pulling loads with it right away. I've just been fixing it here and there as I go. You know, little things. What more can you expect? You know, the truck's got 1.5 million miles on her now. All right, thank you. Thank you, Mama One Boy. $92,000. Yeah. Yeah. So how do you like them old Freightliner FLDs? It's kind of interesting how my side of the highway, everybody is getting over into that one lane that goes through just fine, way in advance. But the other side, they're all pushing right up to the last second, and they're sitting there creeping. They're just barely moving. That's the me first, me first, me first mentality right there. Me first makes you last. Just saying. That's kind of funny. Not only that, but they just came out of single lane construction. That's crazy. You would think that they realize that, you know, once everybody's all the way over in the one lane, it's easier for them to maintain a decent speed through, right? Yeah. So what is a 379 Pete? What's the price of a brand new 379 Pete right now? Yeah. Old Werner truck, huh? Yep. See, that's what I'm trying to say. That it's the same vehicle. It doesn't cost any more to make it. Why in the world is it triple the price or double the price? And it doesn't cost any more to make those materials. Why do they cost more? Think about it. Think about it. Nothing costs any more than it did from the very beginning. It's all inflated pricing. It's been inflated by a lot of things like taxes, federal taxes, state taxes, county taxes, city taxes. The more they raise taxes, the more people need to make to be able to survive. So the people get paid more because the taxes went up. Well, now the price of everything around them goes up because, well, it costs more to make those because the taxes went up on the people. The people had to be paid more, and therefore the price being paid to the people has to be reflected back into the price of the product, right? Get rid of the taxes. Just get rid of the taxes. Wipe them out. And watch how quickly the price of everything drops. Yeah. A lot of other companies would say that they got their trucks all owner operator specs with all the bells and whistles, but when you go and get in it, it's literally a base model for that particular truck. That's what I never liked about some of the big companies, you know, they would lie to you any way they could just to get what they wanted out of you. Yeah, it's too bad you don't still have an old 66. Those things are, it doesn't matter if it had a come apart in it. Those things last a lot better than anything else out here on the road today. You take a look at Butch's truck. Butch's truck's got over 5 million miles on it, and that's an old Ford semi-truck. It's an old Ford, believe it or not. That is true. Nothing is made like it used to be. We're now a disposable society. They purposely make a lot of stuff today so that it does break down fast, because they want it to break down fast, because it encourages you to buy a whole new one even sooner. Yeah, that's about the same thing that I do, Hugh. I prefer to find the stuff at a farm auction, you know? They may need a little maintenance. Sometimes they're ready to roll right off the bat, you know? Yep. See, that's the other thing that makes a difference as to whether somebody's a real truck driver and whether somebody's not. Um, that do not know their head from a hole in the ground when it comes to anything that might go wrong with the truck, whether it be mechanical or electrical. And then you've got guys like me out here, or like you, where we easily get in there, we fix what's wrong, whether it be mechanical or electrical, and we keep going. We don't. Well, all it costs us is parts and time, right? But you got these guys out there. They end up with their truck in the shop. It'll be in the shop for 2 to 3 weeks. The part might have cost $250, but by the time they get out of the shop, they're paying $3,000 or $4,000. It's ridiculous. If you want to be an owner operator, you need to learn how to maintain your vehicle, whether it be just regular daily maintenance all the way to mechanical repair or electrical repair. You need to know those things, or you're just going to go under, you know? You're going to end up costing yourself way too much money if you have to take it to a shop. I better slow it down a little bit here, because my exit for fuel is coming up. Well, hopefully I wasn't out of the screen too long. It says the Speedway is going to be the cheapest fuel. All right. You ended. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm here. I think, let's see. Anybody on the YouTube side still hear me? Anybody on the YouTube side? All right. So I'm still up. We're good.
Take exit 206 on the right to Oakwood, then take the first right.
Yeah, see, when I go to other apps on the phone while I'm live streaming, if I spend a little too much time in that app, it'll drop the YouTube side. So which way is the Speedway? There it is. All right, we're going to go to the Speedway and we're going to get fuel, because it's going to be cheaper. There we go. Put the camera back where it belongs. No, just in time too. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom too. Yeah, I don't have to go. I don't have to go at all. The whole time I'm driving, I could drive 11 hours and not have to go. But the second I'm coming to a stop, or the truck starts to slow down, like like I'm coming to a stop sign or something, then suddenly, oh my God, I have to go so bad. Truck entrance, truck exit. All right, so we're gonna enter here. It's like I gotta swing it around and come back at it the other way, but oh come on, really, dude?
In 500 feet, arrive at Pilot Flying J on the right. Please drive to highlighted route.
There we go. Get it turning a little bit. There we go. I'll take this outer one because it will make it easier for me to make that corner on the way back out. All right. I'm going to be outside the truck for a bit. I'll still be vocal, but I don't know what to... There. Don't know what to do here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the microphone in here. Sid, you be good with these boys and girls and whatever else they want to call themselves, all right? You be good with them. Babysit them. Got the CB on. Maybe somebody will say something up on the CB. going to open the hood, put some more plug washer in there, and we'll be on our way. All right. We're going to be good to go. $825. $825 in fuel. Another $16 in bug wash, because now I can do this. Come on. Oh, come on. I got bug wash up in there. There we go. Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Come on. Fill it up. That bug wash doesn't really want to come through. But it's coming through, sort of. All right. What have you missed this morning? Oh, wow. Well, you know, not much. Not much. Here we go. We're going to be off and running. Oh, first I got to check an email real quick. Be there. Hopefully I'm back long enough to be there. Give me a minute and we will figure this out. Who is the VIP today? Well, that VIP today is the YouTube user Moving On. We're going to stop and have lunch with him here in a little bit. I just had to stop and get fuel. Give me a second. Didn't drop the YouTube. Hopefully we didn't drop the YouTube by looking in some of the other apps really quickly, but we are back and running, and we're out of here. We're going to get back on that highway.
Turn right on I-74.
There we go. All right. Back up and running. And the picture looks a lot better now. The video does look better. That's about time you got in here, Italian princess. Hello, Idaho girl. I don't know who all jumped in or jumped out while I was getting fuel. I see Italian got in here. Dixie Misty's in here. Hello. Moving on. Yep. Everybody else. All right. Yeah. We're good. All right. So, whoever the YouTube user moving on is, that's who we're going to meet up with here in about an hour and a half. We should be there about 3:22, 3:20, depending on construction and traffic. Yeah, we're going to meet them at Flying J just outside of Indianapolis. Let me see here. I got some snacks. What did I grab? I grabbed some peanut butter cookies, Nutter Butter thingies, and then a bag of sweet. Just a little road snack. Mondays are your busiest day, huh? Isn't it always that way? Weekend hospital fun times. Oh yeah. Come on. All right. Road's going to be a bit shaky right now. The closer we get to Indiana, the worse the roads get. Just saying. Oh. Oh. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and share. Share, 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 share. Make sure you hit the bell. Turn the bell off, turn it back on, so you can start getting them notifications again. And always, be part of the conversation. Come in and be part of the conversation. Give me a second. That one guy there didn't want to let me back in. And then he finally exited. It doesn't make any sense. If a semi-truck is passing you, and he's made it past you, and he turns his signal on to come back over, why do you speed up to keep them from getting in front of you when you're about to take an exit yourself anyway? Why would you do that? Other than just to be a jerk. No, I really haven't seen any real interesting vehicles out on the road today. We saw a good Impala yesterday on the back of a car hauler, a nice old section right away. So I do need to get those changed out. I got new filters sitting over here on the floor, ready to get put in, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay, so you're going to slow us all the way down to 35. Thank you very much. At least you got off the highway safely, right? What's my fuel mileage look like right now? Maintaining right around 5 miles to the gallon. That's what I'm getting right now. It's about 5 miles to the gallon on average. So when I get done out here playing around and head back towards home, stop off at my dad's and pick up the new EGR valves and switch them out and get everything running properly that way again, I might actually see some better fuel mileage. Why do you say thank God Sturgis Bike Week's over? I love Sturgis Bike Week. I just haven't been able to really go and attend it here in the last couple of years. Well, last several years. Well, we're in Illinois now, Italian Princess. Oh, wait, no. That's mile marker number 2. I think we're in Indiana now. No wonder the roads got worse. We got 76 miles to Indianapolis. We got Perrysville coming up in 7 miles and Crawfordsville coming up in 32. Probably got some more towns other than that that aren't listed. And I'm stuck behind this guy from Ohio that doesn't want to do any better than 50 miles an hour. Oh, Darn. That was a big butterfly that just hit the windshield. Darn it. County sheriff. Wonder why there's a county sheriff manning construction. That should be a state patrol's job, not a county sheriff's job. Yeah? Well, you know, you're getting paid to do that, right? To haul those bikes back and forth like that, you get paid to do that. So you're making extra money doing it, right? You should be happy. It might be a headache while it's going on, but you're making money, right? Yeah, no, it's just sad how much censorship has taken place, especially through the social medias. And the truth is, the other side, their facts really are not facts unless they censor us in the first place. Oh no. Ah, I'm sorry you had to go through all that without AC. Come on. Wow. I'm just steady losing time behind this guy here in this construction. And it wouldn't matter anyway because it doesn't look like the traffic that's up ahead is going any faster either. So I'd be steady losing time either way. Not at the moment, Italian. I don't really need anything posted right this minute. Just driving. Yeah. But just think, how did people do this years back when air conditioning wasn't even a thing? How did people survive without air conditioning before air conditioning was invented? Yeah, see, the one guy I always wanted to meet when I was younger was Mario Andretti. Oh, Italian. Go ahead and post up the information for the petition that we're getting going for to reopen the pipelines uh, that Tennessee Patriots been working on. Yeah, see, we all had a round table last week. It was me, Tennessee Patriot, Polish Agnes, and a couple other people, and we decided we're going to push forward with a petitioning the 7 states that the pipeline goes through to get them to reopen it themselves, because the government doesn't have the right to tell them that they cannot, because the government has no control over the states. The only control the government has over the states is to make sure that everything is being done constitutionally. So each state that pipeline runs through has the right to reopen it on their own. Bye, dude. There we go. Oh, ooh. Ah. Ah, I got a piece of cookie stuck in the back of my throat here. It's a very tiny piece, but it's sitting in a spot that just is irritating. Now, uh, let's see if I can find any decent, weird, odd, or unique looking vehicles out here today, huh? I doubt it. Maybe some old classics, that would be nice. $67 more miles, and we're going to be in Indianapolis area, at a Fly-In J, and we're going to meet moving on. So we're going to be going past a little town here in a second called Hillsboro, Indiana. Hillsboro, Indiana. Ah, it's always nice when you get to meet people, huh? Moving on, go ahead and post that little comment again so I can see it. All right. So you should probably meet me on the road. I see posted after that though. It happens. See, all these places that we used to park trucks, like this, there was a rest area back there. There's this one here. They blocked them off, covered them up in mud at the beginning of the entrance and at the exit, making sure. Well, they didn't. Yeah, they did. Okay, they tore up the road and covered it in mud, making sure that trucks can't get in there and park. Taking away crucial truck parking for those of us that, if those places were, if we could still use them, maybe some of us would be able to run at night again like we used to without worrying about having to take that half-hour break and not being able to find a place to park. But because of the electronic logs and that half-hour break, it shuts down by 5 o'clock every day because otherwise they're not getting a place to park. Nice. Nice. You get to go to the races. See, I wouldn't mind having a contract like that to be able to haul them from race to race to race. I wouldn't mind that. I'm just not sure it pays enough anymore. Because you're really only hauling them for a few months out of the year. Coming up on Crawfordsville and then Jamestown. Oh, look, he's probably on his way back from Sturgis. What's he riding? He's riding a Yamaha. want to give him some room before I get back over. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot like back in the day I used to run music concerts, I used to haul the lighting and stuff like that for concert tours. I'm telling you, you back into a dock, they unload the lighting, set it up, then the concert, they go get all the setup done, go through all the sound testing. You're still sitting in the dock all night long. The concert goes off, and as soon as the concert's done, they're breaking everything down, loading it back up in your truck, and now you've got to drive, 5, 6, 700 miles in a night and do it all over again. Good luck sleeping through that concert. That was always grueling, but I got to haul some of the best bands in the world. Coast to coast. Oof. Yeah. But what's the point? Like the difference between you doing that, because you're usually set up for like a weekend or a week long thing, sometimes when you're racing. But when you're doing concerts, it's a different show every night in a different place every night. What's the point of getting a hotel room for 8 hours? Why would you want to pay that much money every night for just 8 hours? Because that's about all you really get, about 8 hours in between, the time you get there for them to start unloading and the time you're already loaded and need to leave. Well, there's Crawfordsville coming up. Let's see if anything interesting there. Oh, there goes a chicken hauler full of chickens. He was going the other way, loaded full of chickens. Looks like Crawfordsville is not really all that big. Looks like it's mostly just hotels. Oh, come on. No, come on. Let me see. Let me see. All right. There we go. Yeah. Well, I did see a new Alfa Romeo. I got passed by a little white Alfa Romeo earlier today that was convertible. Kind of looked just like, kind of looked like a, kind of looked like a Mazda Miata, but it was an Alfa. So that was a college town, huh? There's not much there. Just a bunch of hotels and a couple of trucking company shipping places and a couple of truck stops. That was it, really. Ah. Do not come out. Do not come out. I know you're stuck behind a FedEx truck. Don't come out. Thank you for using your mirrors, dude. Ugh. All too often, I'll be coming up on a guy on a couple of trucks, and one of them's really close to the one in front of him. And without even bothering to look in his mirror, or sometimes they'll look one time. Oh, there's a big truck in that other lane. He can't be going any faster than me, so I'm just going to yank right out right now. Yeah. Can't begin to tell you how many times I have to lock the brakes up to keep from hitting them when they pull that kind of crap. right, we're 40 miles into Indiana now. Indiana. 40 miles in already. What's he hauling on the back of that truck? Ah, it's a big fertilizer machine. Lots of corn. Man, oh man. All right. Am I still live on the YouTube side? I don't see anybody commenting anything. Matter of fact, I see people leaving the YouTube side. So, Fontana, California to Bristol, Tennessee. That sounds like a good run, actually. How many days did it take you to do it? All right. We're up on mile marker 44. We've got all kinds of corn fields and soybean fields all over the place. Yeah, we were up at 13, 14. Now we're down to 9. We were down to 7. We're back up to 9. Man, they need to fix that. But it's Indiana. Good luck if it's ever fixed. Just saying. Not trying to bash anybody that lives here, but your state really doesn't know how to maintain their roads. Here we go again. Ugh. See, Indiana is one of those states when you drive across it, you got to stop on the other end and double check and make sure you still got all your teeth in your head, because you drive across it and they're going to rattle out. There we go. Car hauler. Nothing fancy. Oh, here we go. It's not so bad in the left lane. See, but not so bad. But when you think about it, you take a look at all the roadways in the country. Why is it that Indiana's roads are worse than any other state's? Can anybody answer that question? Why? Other than, politicians sucking all the money out in the first place. Oh, my. Sorry. I mean, we all know that the politicians are yanking the money right out of the funding. I mean, you got certain taxes that are raised in order to be able to maintain the roads, and the politicians are just yanking that money right back out of that funding as quickly as they can. That's always been going on. We all know that. But what else is the reason? What other reasons are there why, a state like Indiana can't maintain their roads enough to keep us from, being all jarred and bounced and shook around constantly all year, every year? It don't matter. I don't remember a time ever driving through Indiana where the roads were not this bad. They had black and white goats. Seriously, people. What the fuck, dude? Excuse my language. That was just seriously stupid what that guy tried to do.